Hey, my sister. Hey, I wrote you an email and I think it's time to show you something that I do um, to help me feel a little bit more calm. There's two things. One is with your Sue Hitzman roller, your melt roller. Um, I don't have that, so I'm going to show you it differently. But I also want to show you this muscle from the back of the ear to the collarbone. So the SCM, when we look down, both of them contract. But when we turn to the opposite side, this one gets shorter. So when I turn to the left, this one gets shorter. And if you're going to feel on yourself those 2 points behind the ear, you also have your ball that you do this with, which is nice. But these points for me are tender. And there's really no reason why. But because the connective tissue around these muscles is continuous around the face and also the um, blood vessels, blood vessels, it's important for us to keep this soft and pliable so that the tension around this muscle is not interfering with the baroreceptors that are in the blood vessel. And those baroreceptors are pressure sensors that help figure out how much more blood we need and tells the heart to pump harder. So in the middle of the anxiety, I don't need that. So I'm going to show you what I do. I turn to the opposite side. So I'm going to work on my right SCM, and I'm going to tip my ear forward a little bit, and that brings the muscle a little bit more forward and away from the blood vessel. So now I'm going to grip it with my thumb and my finger, and I'm just going to squeeze. I start in the middle because it's easiest to get here. Now, when it's really tacked down and that fascia is more restrictive, it's going to not necessarily pop out as much, but just go slow, get a good grip, and then have your thumb goes up and your finger goes down. Because my head's turned, I don't know if you can see this, but my thumb is up and now my thumb is down, and my finger has just done the opposite. You can also pinch it and you can turn a little bit back to center. And then you can find a new place and turn a little bit back to center. Because it's attached to the collarbone, it is very important for how the shoulder moves. So if you do one side, and really that's the treatment. Don't have to do more by any means, but just feel if there's a little bit more softness or freedom on one side versus the other. And then because we have both, I want you to do the other side. So just tip, and you find that it shortens, it pops right out mostly, and then you grip it with your thumb and your finger. And now, as your head's turned to the opposite side, you just go back and forth. Now, if that's hard to do, then just grip and then turn a little bit back to center, and then turn again, and turn and turn. Keep a hold of that muscle. And again, we're in the middle part of the muscle where it's easiest to grab. And then it's going to tack down the further up you go. So stay where it's easy. And as you get really good at this, you'll find where the sore spots are. You'll find where the tender spots are. And you can take a little bit more time to investigate and see what's going on. So now I'm turning my head a little bit more to the right to shorten that muscle a little bit more when I have a grip. So you see that you have options. Yeah. And then you come back to center and you kind of feel how it is. It's a small thing, but it can make a huge difference for how the shoulders feel and maybe take away some of this. So see how that goes, okay? Now I'm going to see if I can do another video with the roller.